This week we are traveling to Michigan, Huron County Fair, because some of my Michigan family have a sheep or two sheep in the sheep show. So here we are, you're walking around all of the different things going on. And I'll try to show some clips from the sheep show. And then we'll get to our devotional moment for the week. Okay, Eliana.
Oh, hi.
Which sheep is yours?
It's in there, in the barn. I'll take you to him.
Okay.
That's my grandpa's. Is this for your B-roll?
Yep.
Alrighty. B-roll. That's Diego, and that's my pet.
Just a beautiful summer morning out here in the thumb of Michigan. Cool by Illinois standards, hot by Michigan standards. Perfect day for county fair. Yesterday was the sheep show, which took up most of the afternoon, and today I think a carnival rides for the little kids. But before that, I'm going to slip out here in the garden and just share a little bit about a few thoughts this week to kind of hang your hats on. Recently, I posted a devotion that I took an idea out of the Rule of Benedict that kind of guides Benedictine monasteries and Benedictine houses. And it was Ora et Labora. You might remember it. You might want to go back and watch it. It's work and pray, or Ora pray and then Labora work. And the idea of having a balance between the two in our lives is incredibly important for our growth, our stability as Christians. Well, today I want to introduce two other terms that are very important to Benedictine monasteries and the Benedictine life. They are hospitality and humility. Now, talking about hospitality, I don't think I've ever heard of a Benedictine monastery that doesn't have a guest house or a guest room or something for others when they come past and visit. And most of the time, when I've been in different Benedictine monasteries and visiting and a guest, I've been there with other guests, sometimes from around the world, as they would come in for a few days. Sometimes just people that needed some peace and quiet. Other times people that needed to study and were there for short term. But I think always hospitality. The words hospitality and humility, they go together. They're not like two separate concepts. It's not like you talk about hospitality, and then after I do a little talk about hospitality, I have a little talk about humility. You can't have one without the other. Because in order to be hospitable to other people, you have to recognize their needs, you have to listen to their concerns, you have to respect them, you have to show humility, and sometimes people are not gracious, are not kind. And sometimes they get kind of gruff with you, and proper humility allows us to just kind of deflect that and love them in spite of it all. For some people, this is really difficult to pull off. For me, I did not find it that difficult. I dealt with students and parents every day. I was director of community college center, a student advisor. I worked with financial aid, and there's just often times in there where things don't turn out the way the students or families wish that they would. And in such times, sometimes they get pretty irate and they come in already kind of fired up into the office. And showing hospitality and humility often helped me communicate when it seemed like communication wasn't going to be very likely. I could grasp that, at least the importance of it. Where the rubber hit the road for me was not in customer service, but rather when I was the customer and say I feel like I've been wronged or not treated well. That's when the rubber hit the road for me. For example, let's say you go into your favorite fast food joint, if you have a favorite fast food joint, and you order a hamburger. And let's say, this has actually happened to me, let's say the cooks back there were having a really bad day and they really weren't on the ball and they prepared the whole sandwich for you, but they left the meat patty off. So when you got it, you had 2 pieces of bread with ketchup and mustard, and that's all you had. Now, the first thing you think of doing is, for some people, it's throw a fit. But for nearly everybody, it's at least walk back, say, there's nothing in here. Could I have another one, please? And be polite. But it just seems ridiculous to accept that without the burger as the best that person could do at that moment and as a gift from that person, and not complain and eat the bread and do it in a very humble way, a very grateful way. Now that is hard. That seems counter, just about everything we're ever taught. And it doesn't even seem like it's good for the burger place. I remember John Wesley one time, when he was talking about holiness, he said, "I tell you plainly, I have not achieved the character that I draw." And I feel a little bit like that this morning as I prepare this devotion. That didn't come naturally for me. I don't know if that would come naturally for anyone. It just seems kind of strange. If you want to learn more about the monastic life, you can visit monasteries as a guest because of the hospitality. You can stay there on personal retreats for several days at a time because of the hospitality. Or you can actually go into a deeper study and become what they call an oblate of the monastery, which takes a year of study. You don't have to stay in the monastery for a year, but it takes a year of study under a novitiate director, an oblate director, to help coach you through some of these things. So I took that on one time. It was very rewarding for me spiritually to get that kind of a feel from another perspective. By the end of that year, I found the exercise very rewarding. And if something goes wrong at a restaurant, for instance, my first thought isn't like, oh, I've been wronged. It's sort of like, I wonder what's going on in their lives today and what would bring a smile to their face. Well, I am thankful that you have taken the time out of your week to be a part of this devotion and to watch my ramblings. And it's the middle of the week. I am looking forward to an opportunity to come back and worship with you again before long. I'm thinking of you, praying for you, but this coming week there will be somebody else in my place taking over and covering for me, and I am grateful for someone that was willing to do that and to be a part of the service. May God bless you. May God grow you in humility and hospitality.